What's good, YouTube? We back with another video. This one's a little bit of an overreaction. It's Destiny basically giving this girl dating advice, and we gonna get into it and see what my boy got to say. You feel me? Let's get straight to the video.
Video games, like you're sitting next to me, or we're watching TV, and I'm like, no, that's not quality time. I want to have conversations, like deep intellectual conversations, where we can connect and feel closer. And
yeah,
nice.
Oof, that's. Have you ever heard of love languages?
A little bit of a background. This girl's been dating this nigga for about, I think she said 3 to 2 years, 2 to 3 years. So, one, I think that's a red flag. If you feel like you're not having deep, intimate conversations, y'all been basically messing with each other for 2 to 3 years, that's crazy to me. But you know, we digress.
Oh yeah.
Different people communicate with different things. So like as an example, Melina really likes compliments. I hate compliments. I'm bad at giving them unless it's like the first time a girl is like showing me some boobs or whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, whatever. But like I like giving somebody compliments over, it's really hard for me. And I hate getting compliments. It doesn't do anything for me. Oh, Melina's like, oh, you're so handsome. Like, yeah, of course. You obviously think that we're dating. Like, no, fuck. It's like my mom telling me that I'm handsome. Like, I don't give a fuck like what you think, obviously. So yeah, learning how people communicate differently, like what are the things that makes this person feel special, is also really difficult. And then it also sucks. I'm taking another guess just because I sound similar. He's probably very low maintenance and that he doesn't need a lot from you to like maintain the relationship. But then you feel like, but you feel like if you ask for things from him, it's like unbalanced and it's not fair. And then like, it feels like really weird, like the dynamic is off.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, good luck, because I'm 32 and I have this problem. So yeah, it's one of the reasons why I'm difficult to date.
Nicole.
Yes.
You think your boyfriend could come in?
Yeah, I think he's literally standing at the door. Yeah, I think he wants to.
Can you hear?
Yeah, I can turn it up. But yeah, no, I mean, I think Logan, come on.
Oh my God, he's got the sweatpants and the shirt. This is like a guy after my own heart. Oh wait, are those sweatpants? Oh, never mind.
I'm scared.
Why are you scared? Oh wait, why did my connection just get so bad as soon as you walked in? But yeah, so it sounds like that Destiny's relationship and with me is very similar.
Wait, what games does he play?
All of them.
Mostly League of Legends and used to be World of Warcraft.
Oh man.
How do you see our relationship?
I think it does take a type of dude to date a girl like this. Me personally, I wouldn't be okay with my girl, being on the internet, basically showing off her body to other dudes. But that's just personally me. If that's how you get down, I can't say it's necessarily wrong. It's what you feel comfortable with. But I do think just the fact that he's okay with it does say something about him as a person already, and also says something about her.
Like everything you just said, I don't know.
This is what I
mean! That is exactly that type of answer I would, give.
Girls always want such heartfelt answers for everything. It's too hard.
Women.
Yeah, but it's like but my answer is like, yeah, because I'm gonna be like, oh, like, well, do you love me? But it's like, bitch, I'm still here. Like, what the fuck? Like, if I didn't like you, I'd fucking leave. Like, yeah, of course, we're chill. What do you mean? Yeah, I don't know. Good luck with that. What do you have to say, Cute? Why don't you give us some input?
Well, I don't know,
listen to anything. Is that what you're gonna say? You didn't listen to anything.
No, I was in a relationship before, like when I was starting streaming, and the dude that I was with was like not cool at all with me streaming.
Yeah, most guys have huge problems with it.
Yeah, and then he would just be like,
let's not say. I think again that's kind of an understatement. It's not streaming. It's like, look what she's wearing while she's streaming. She's trying to be something for these dudes. She's trying to be a fantasy for these men, and I think that's weird. Like if I was walking around trying to be a fantasy for women, I'd be surprised if my girl was okay with that.
Like, oh, you're like out on the internet showing your like tits and ass to like hundreds of people, and I don't know. It's just like, what's your perspective on that? Like, why don't you care?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, at the beginning, when we like first started dating, she started streaming, and it was like, I'd watch the streams, and I'd be like, cringe the whole time, and then I don't know. I got to know her better and trusted her more, I guess. And then now I don't even have to care. You were on here, but
I guess my next question is, I remember
I don't think this is a trust thing. I don't think having your girl showing tits on I keep fucking doing that. I don't think having your girl showing her body off to a multitude of men is a per se trust thing. I think it's just it's almost a respect thing. It's a, do you respect me in this relationship enough to, you know, to for me to feel like I'm the only one who has true access to, you know. I feel like people seeing you half naked, it just takes a little bit of it takes away something from me as a person.
Last time Nicole was here, she was saying, like, I believe her 100% too, but she said that she's a virgin. Hello.
Jesus.
So you guys are like virgins or like together?
Imagine your girl over here showing titties and doing all this shit on the internet and not fucking. She over here, look at what she wearing, bruh. Look at what she wearing. These niggas is probably beating their dicks off to her on stream. But he looking like, oh, nigga, I want to fuck so bad, but he can't. Really imagine that, bro. Niggas beating their dick to your girl off stream and you can't even fuck. That's ridiculous.
In front of
He's
7,000
sad
people.
to say.
Yeah,
What was that?
I said he's sad to say. He's sad to admit.
beta male.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, are you?
Yeah.
Why are you guys just don't feel comfortable doing it yet, or are you like
No,
married,
it's
like
also
religious? or-
I want to wait till marriage, and I think that was one of the qualities that he enjoyed about me, because I did have, like, you know, like morals like that. I grew up.
That's such a woman thing. No nigga, like a nigga enjoys, if someone's like, oh, like I'm kind of like waiting for the right person, cool. Nobody's really excited about sitting, I mean, unless he's a Christian as well, which again, I don't think he is by his answer. But nobody's really excited or likes that you won't have sex with them. No man is like, oh man, my girl's just the one because she won't fuck me. What the fuck? That's crazy.
Religious and stuff, and it was just like a decision I made when I was younger. I'm not going to be with someone like if they want
Remember that.
to have sex before marriage. Like, it's just not
Oh my
a
god.
thing.
You're
But I know it's
making
like,
such a huge mistake, but okay.
I mean, you know, like, sex is not a priority to me. I'm not a physical touch person. I could really care less about ever having sex. So
Okay, I want y'all put this down in the chat too. I feel like every person I've ever met who says they're not a physical touch person or they could really care less about sex, they've just never had someone really make them feel like so good physically. Like, not to like toot my own horn, but I've met a lot of girls who've met me personally and been like, oh, I'm not really into this, I'm not really into that, I really like being touched. But then after we start getting to know each other, you know what I'm saying, and once I start doing the things that I'll be doing, they become a physical touch person. They always want to touch. They always want to hold. They always want to do something. So I think it's something that she can say that because she's never had a good experience with touch. So once you have a good experience with touch and you feel that comfortability around it, and then, you know, just that closeness you get from it, I think she'll change.
Gee, okay. Oof.
What about Logan? Like, he
And I said something about him. I don't think he doesn't make her feel good with his touch. He's probably awkward. But I mean, again, I don't like dissing niggas too much, but it's like, kind of look at him. Like, even the person with the weight, I don't think women naturally get aroused or attracted to the a softer man who isn't in control. Like, you can't feel safe. I don't think a woman feels safe with a man she feels like she can dominate, and she's clearly dominating him.
doesn't care, or is his libido
Oh,
like
wait.
also low?
He said he'll wait for her. Wait, do you masturbate at all?
I mean, obviously, like, don't the majority of guys?
No, I'm asking you. Do you masturbate at all?
Oh, do I? I don't enjoy it. I think once in a while I'll be like, oh, like, it sounds kind of nice, I guess, but it's more of like work. I don't really care to.
Have you ever masturbated before?
Yes, probably. I would say probably like once a month.
Do you feel like when you do it, does it feel like a little gross, or like, are you like a little bit embarrassed or ashamed or anything, or are you like chill?
No, not really.
Okay.
I'm super open sexually too. Like, I feel like I'm open to like any like fantasies or kinks or things like that.
I don't understand how you can be open sexually, but closed sexually as well. Like that's me being like, you know, like, I love everybody, but like, just don't talk to me. It's like, nigga, how are you gonna say you love me?
It's not that like I am repulsed by sex or any sort. I just don't care to have it.
You just don't have like the drive, or
Yeah, I don't have like I guess compared to like the average person, I don't have like a normal sex drive.
Interesting.
I mean, trust me, if I swear to you, I wish that I did, and I wish that like I was horny all the fucking time, but like it just doesn't happen. And like that's how it's been like my whole life.
I don't want to say anything to like ruin your fucking relationship. So, in my personal opinion, well, sexual compatibility is probably one of the most important parts of a relationship. What are you worried?
So what do you say to people who are like asexual then? You think that still should be the most important thing to them?
That's a very weak argument too to it, because it's like that's very rare. One, being actually asexual, and I don't really know. I don't think I've ever met a person who's actually asexual. You know what I'm saying? I think I meet people who think they aren't really into sex like that. But again, I think your experiences kind of lead to where your mindset is. So if you haven't had any good experiences with something, then you wouldn't really want to do it. It's like it's like people who aren't risk takers. If every single time you feel like you're taking a risk, it's like basically mess you up. You see risk as an adversary thing instead of something that you can enjoy. So same thing with sex. Like, you've never had good sex, or you've never really enjoyed sex with a person, or someone's never ever really made your body feel or do things that it's never really done before that you can't do yourself, of course you're not going to really have a high sex drive, because it's not really enjoyable to the point where your body's craving it.
It's an incredibly important thing, yeah. So like, this is a big problem that asexual people have sometimes, is dating people that aren't asexual can be a big challenge to them. It's something that has to be overcome. Now, it could be that you just find somebody with a low libido, or you have two asexual people, but like sexual, I'm not saying, when I say that sex is a big part of a relationship, what I mean more specifically is sexual compatibility is a big part of a relationship. So if you have somebody with like a high libido and then somebody with low libido, like this can lead to a lot of problems. Not to say that it automatically destroys the relationship or dooms it, it's just something that has to be like mindfully worked on.
Of course.
Yeah. This is like super personal. You guys can fuck off if you don't want to. I'm not trying to dig too hard. So yeah. What are you worried? What are you gonna do? Or are you worried that there might potentially be like a huge sexual mismatch in the future? Like, you get married and you're okay having sex once a month, and he wants it like once a week or twice a week or once a day or something. Like, what would you do?
I don't know.
Is that not a worry?
I mean, but isn't that maybe how it is now?
Yeah, but it might be the case that his answer earlier when we asked about sex wasn't "I'm okay with no sex." It was "I'm okay waiting." So the implication is that the belief is that once you guys get married, sexual contact is going to be very frequent, or more frequent than it is now, which is not.
I mean, who knows? You know, like people always say, like, oh, once you have sex, your mind will change. You'll be more into it, and you'll, you know.
That's not true either. I think it's so weird. Like, in a world where we have almost demonized the acts of sex because of like our kind of Christianity building blocks of America, we've stopped talking. We haven't talked about it openly, so people don't understand that like sex isn't always good. You can have very bad sex that you just never want to have sex with this person again, and it almost makes in your mind that this is what sex is. So, but it's not. Sex can be something that's very, sex is dope. I say sex is dope, man. Like, I didn't even have a good first sexual experience, but the better I got at it, and the more women I met who were good at it and made me feel good about it, the more I crave it. So, I mean, it's like she's talking about something. I mean, it's literally like her talking. Man, I'm staring at her titties. No cap. I keep getting caught up on the titties, nigga. But it's like she's someone who's talking about something who has zero experience. So I almost feel like she has no real mindset. Listening to her wouldn't make any sense.
Desire it more.
Yeah, so the only time that can happen is if there's some big pre-existing attitude that shifts along with sex. So that's why I asked earlier. So like, if you were like, yeah, I masturbate, but it feels like kind of dirty or gross, then maybe there's like some residual shame or thoughts from like an earlier Christian education or something, right? That could be the case. But if you're like chill now and you know like how you feel, like, yeah, I'm just like not like a super sexual person, which is fine. There's no problem with that. But if that's how you feel, I don't think that's just magically going to change one day. Like, it's not like having a dick inside of you is like some magical spell versus just like using a hairbrush or like a vibrator or something.
And I understand that too. And I've explained.
Hairbrush. Ladies, if y'all watch this, please get in the comments. Have y'all ever used a hairbrush? I didn't even know that shit was a thing.
To him before, like, there is a large chance that like our sex life will not change in the future, and like that's just how it's gonna be.
if I'm curious, if that was the case, and if he had a higher libido in the future, if it ever came down to like, I need to see other people for sexual satisfaction, or I need to break up, which direction do you go in that case?
Then, okay, so let me answer that question with like a conversation that we've had before. In the beginning of the relationship, I was like, look, like I'm not a sexual person. I'm not going to have sex with you. I completely understand if someday you want to go try other people, you want to go like experience, you know, different thing, relationships, because I'm his first girlfriend. Like I completely understand the.
You guys hear that? I mean, I feel like when you really dive deeper into this relationship, she's dominating him, like, and she doesn't. She wants, but she doesn't like it. I didn't start the video from the beginning, so you guys don't know. But she's like, oh, I want him to get angry more. I want him to, you know, care more about me and like this stuff. Like I want him to get mad at me sometimes for stuff I do. But the thing is, though, the slave can't get mad at the master because it belongs to the master. She's dominating this man. He has no real control over what's going on. He's kind of just there for the ride. And so inadvertently in her head, she's not enjoying this. This isn't what she wants. She wants somebody to come in and be a man, be a leader. But also with the way she is, she can't accept that either. So she's kind of at this continual crossroad where she's like, this is the man I want, but this is also the type of man I want, but they don't mix. So right now she chose instead to be a more dominant figure in a relationship. And like she's on this date with Destiny, which is a date which I personally think is inappropriate. But she's on this date with Destiny talking about it openly, almost not realizing the shame she's going to cause into her boyfriend later on in front of men. But it's like with all this going on, she's literally emasculating this man without him even realizing it, because it's just the place he's been in for so long. And again, it's his first girlfriend. He has no experience with women for real.
Want to like experience other people, and like this is something I'm super open about, and I would never want him to keep inside.
Sure, but I'm not talking about understanding. I'm saying, would you continue to date or be married to a person that did that?
No.
Okay, that's the only thing that actually matters here, right?
Right.
That's okay. How often does Logan masturbate?
You ever looked at Soda Poppin's Twitter? That's me. So,
safe to say more than a couple times a week.
7 times a day.
Okay.
So it's like, I feel like she needs to hear, but again, she laughs at that. I don't think she's really hearing it. Like, this nigga wants to have sex. Like, he's very, very horny, but he's trapped. He's trapped in a relationship because, again, she looks better than him. She probably makes more money than him off this streaming stuff. I keep circling on her fucking boobs. Probably makes more money. Looks more attractive than him, and has more experience with men than he does. So this is his first girlfriend. She didn't say this is my first boyfriend. So she has more experience. So it's like he has nothing to really bargain with. The only thing he can do is leave. But when you've never experienced something and you're so used to what you've already gotten into, you don't leave. You stay and you become unhappy. But again, he's a weaker type of person. He has a weaker type of mentality. So he's gonna stay. And eventually, I just believe that one day they're gonna break up, and she's gonna realize she's not happy, and he's gonna be heartbroken, feeling like he wasted all this time waiting for something that never actually came.
Easy.
Damn. Holy shit. You guys are fucked. Yeah, absolutely fucked. Just
You're
totally.
really lying now to make me look worse.
Is it a 30-year note or a 15 on the house?
30.
Oh yeah, they got a house together. They live together. They bought this house together in both of their names.
Oh man, did you guys both put the down payment down together? Are you signed to it and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, damn.
I mean, does that matter? I just pay the house off and he can rent from me.
Oh wait, I thought you said you were both on the note.
You hear that? She's dominating. Y'all, if y'all don't see it, it's crazy. She's dominating this man. He is emasculated. He is hit. She is the man. He is the bitch. At the end of the day, not, oh, we're going to figure it out. I'm going to rent the house. He can rent from me. I'm the landlord. I'm the one in control. She has a power thing, right? She probably has like a power kink, low key. Like, she probably really is like, she thinks she like the dude, but she really just like being in control of the whole relationship. She probably has like control issues.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you the only one
Doesn't
taking
mean you
payment?
can't transfer a title.
Wait, why? Damn, you've already like thought ahead.
I'm saying
Oh shit.
I'm a person that always has a backup plan and thinks for the future. I mean, it's not like our parents were for this 100%. Like we had to like think of alternatives.
Did one of you run away from your parents to do this relationship, or?
No, but my parents were never supportive of me buying a house with a guy.
Okay.
Or living with a guy in the first place before marriage.
Well, your parents are religious, so that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
They're opposed to that. Not buying a house with someone is probably really good financial advice, but you guys are a little late on that, so fuck it. Did you lock in?
Well,
I'm laughing, bro, because I really don't like using this word too much. But this is the nigga who ends up becoming a cuck. He's the nigga who ends up, she's gonna have sex one day with him and then be like, what if I had sex with this one other dude? And some niggas gonna come in and dog her shit. Gonna dog her shit out. And she gonna, oh my God, I feel bad for this man. His life is gonna be fucked up for a while. He's probably gonna end up hating women after they're done. I can almost 100% guarantee it. He's gonna become the toxic red pill dude. In 5 years, check in, toxic red pill dude. I started after she broke up with me and fucked this other nigga in front of me. I became this. That's gonna be him, bro.
Well, I mean, actually, like I think it's a much smarter idea than renting. That's for sure. So.
What can you say what city you're in, or is that too private? I don't know how private you are with.
Southern Washington State.
7 Washington State.
Southern part of Washington
Southern
State.
part of Washington State. Okay. You have a okay. Is your interest rate less than 4% at least?
It's 2.5.
Damn. Okay, you got a good. Did you FHA loan it, or do you have a conventional note, or?
It's conventional.
Okay, not bad. All right.
This nigga Destiny's trying to find some limelight for this because he's like, yeah, this shit definitely not gonna work, nigga.
Do you guys have a marriage date yet?
Oh, what?
A marriage date? Are you guys like engaged? Oh wait, hold on, never mind. Holy shit, I haven't even asked that. Are you guys engaged or?
No.
Oh damn. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay.
When are you guys getting married?
Well, hey, welcome to the conversation.
Who knows?
Dude,
I'm sorry, that was me.
I'm interested in your questions.
Yeah,
Destiny.
they're not engaged yet because I think
When do
we're
you guys
waiting
plan
on.
on getting married?
Well, I think we're waiting on Logan to pull the trigger on engagement. Is that what's going on here?
I mean, that's how it was, like, at first, maybe, like, within the first, like, year or two or something. But I was never, like, ready, and I still don't think I am ready.
Okay.
She's not ready? Hey, bro, she don't even want to marry you, dog. That's the thing, dog. You gotta realize, bro, shorty don't even want to really marry you, bro. She don't want to marry you. She's sitting here like, man, like, hopefully it works out. But again, they've been together for 3 years. When you're stuck in something for so long, it just becomes your natural everyday life. And so she and him can't even imagine breaking out of it. But neither of them sound like they're actually happy with the situation.
Okay, here's a question. What is the difference between a really close friend and are you physically cuddly at all? Are you like a physically intimate person? Or not really at all?
I like cuddling.
What's the difference between like a really close friend versus somebody you love for you?
She be pressing her ass up on this nigga. Nigga got rock fucking solid boner. He can't fuck. Oh, hey, bro. I used to be like that though. When I was younger, I bring a girl to the crib. She like, we not gonna have sex, okay? And then we really don't have sex, and we cuddling, doing all that stupid shit. I'm rock fucking hard, and we ain't doing nothing, nigga. That's crazy. Now I ain't gonna lie, niggas. Y'all can call me a savage, a dickhead, whatever. I'm kicking the bitch out. Get the fuck out. We ain't fucking. Like maybe not the first time, but second, third time you at the crib, we not fucking. What's the point? Why are we even here? We should be outside. We should go for a walk or some shit. Get the fuck out of my house.
There's no sexual component.
It's all about, like, the connection and, like, ability to... It's, like, the feeling, I guess. Connection.
So it's just somebody you like more than any other person?
Yeah. And, like, it's, like, unconditional love. You know? Like, you'll, like, always love that person regardless of, like, anything that goes...
Unconditional love does not exist outside of children. And even then, I think most people don't even have that for their children. So this is honestly, I really do feel bad for this dude. He's a cuck. Like it's like again, like I don't really like using that word because I think it's very they use it wrong. But this nigga is a cuck, like 100% cuck.
on. It's kind of like,
Well, but it's not unconditional, right? We already said that. It is conditional. Because if he were to go and fuck around, you would break up, right?
yeah, but that doesn't mean I still don't love him.
Yeah, it does. Let's be
No, it
real.
doesn't.
Yeah, it does. But that's neither here nor there. That's
People love people who break their hearts all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, your relationship it's obviously conditional on something, right? There's some sort of like loyalty, or there's some sort of relationship that's required to keep this. Like, you've got like a commitment thing. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to attack. I'm not saying that's bad or anything. It's just an interesting situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's a completely different dynamic than what you're used to. You know, you've never like been in this position or experienced
Okay,
it.
hold on. Firstly,
She low-key, hey, you see the jab? She see the jab. She like, basically, nigga, you're a dirty sinner. She said, nigga, Destiny, you're a dirty sinner, and I'm going to fucking heaven because I fucking don't have sex. Man, get your holier than ass out of here, bro. This nigga's unhappy and you're unhappy. Just admit it.
you don't know which positions I've been in. Okay, I've been in lots of different relationships before.
Of course, but you've never been in the situation where you're waiting till marriage and like you have different.
Yeah, well, that would be horrifying because sexual compatibility is a huge part of a relationship, and pulling the trigger on something.
Destiny has like a really high libido, though. To be fair.
It's not just about libido. It's that like sexual. Well, I don't want to say anything because it's going to sound really doomer pilled if I start talking about it. But I'm just.
No, say it.
Well, like sexual. You guys. There's like okay. I think.
He's really trying to, if you're out, look, Destiny's really trying to word it because he's trying to be nice. He's trying to be nice and not say, your relationship's doomed and this is that. He's really trying to be like helpful instead of just straight negative. I don't know. There's a better word for that. But he's really trying to help and it's just not gonna work, bro. It's just she can't see what she really wants in a man. And he can't see that he's actually unhappy. He thinks just because I have a big titty girlfriend, I ain't gonna lie, she look good, nigga. Shout out to you. But he's got a big titty girlfriend. It's cool, and it's not.
At the end of the day, my opinion doesn't mean fuck all about your relationship. The only thing that matters is how you two feel, right? That's like the most important thing. Nothing I say really matters.
Yeah.
That being said, if you've got somebody that has never had sex before and doesn't necessarily know what they're missing and is potentially waiting on somebody that might never match that sex drive, that type of interaction has a big propensity to explode in the future. Yeah.
I just personally don't agree that sex is the most important thing to a relationship.
No one ever said that. Again, I think she's very deflective of it because she can't. She's really holding on to this sex and wait. You haven't had it. You don't know. You're literally blind. You're blind to the feeling of sex and how important it is because you've never had it. So.
I mean, it's important enough to you that if you were to have sex with somebody else, you would break up with them for it. So there's some sort of like sexual commitment there, even if it's not having sex, right?
I think, yeah. I mean, it's not about the idea of having sex. I think it's just like the underlying like basis to the relationship.
Sure. But like my guess is that you probably couldn't be like pushed into having sex like 3 or 4 times a week, right? That wouldn't be something you would enjoy.
Probably not.
Yeah, so there has to be some sort of compatibility there, or maybe not. I guess it depends going forward. But typically, the problem in relationships when communication doesn't happen, and communication is 2 things. It's identifying a problem, and then it's taking steps to fix a problem. One of the reasons why a lack of communication or a lack of remedying problems is so destructive is that once the problem begins, it never remains static. It just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And that will grow into a grudge that will manifest in other either negative behaviors internal to the relationship or negative behaviors external. So like it'll involve like cheating or something like that. And it feels like if you have like a massive libido mismatch and there's no other outlet for the mismatch, that's like inevitably the path that it'll head down. But maybe not. That's just me talking shit. Anything could happen. That's just...
He's really trying not to say this relationship's not going to work to them, but he knows it. In his head, he's like, this shit is going to be ass. Because it'd be different if they have the same values of waiting, but they don't. He is just doing it because she's a bad bitch. Like, if you only do something because your girl bad, you're not going to be happy as a man. Like, eventually you're going to realize, I don't enjoy this. I don't enjoy, like, yeah, she's good to look at, but am I happy? Am I enjoying the relationship we have that's really more dominated by her than anything else, where I'm not really being heard the way I should be?
It's my 1 cent. Yeah, but you guys live with each other though, and you get along fine. You said you've lived with each other for 2 years now.
I mean, dude, she probably gives like.
No.
Oh,
She probably gets
that's
what?
true.
tit jobs. Like,
Oh, do you do non-penetrative sex?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's something, I guess.
Dude, what?
What? It's something, right?
yeah.
I just can't imagine like actually waiting until marriage, but not doing like oral and stuff. Like
That makes no sense to me. Like, I'm not gonna have sex. I'm just gonna do everything right before sex. Like, it's just, I hate when people have that thing where they're like, I'm gonna get so close. I'm gonna knock on this fucking door, but I won't ever open the door. Like, I just think that's very, it's honestly immature, and it shows like a lack of deep thought of what you're doing.
Yeah, I guess like the problem for me is that like if I'm marrying somebody and I believe in the sacrament of marriage, excuse the verbiage, I was Catholic. If sex is a really big part of a relationship, it seems disingenuous to pull the trigger on a marriage before I've gone all the way because I don't actually know if that level of compatibility exists. So one thing at the very least you guys did that I think is really good is you're living together, at least before getting married. Like some people get married before they even live together, which is just fucking insanity. But you guys live together and it seems like that's working okay for the most part. Like obviously you have a few problems, which everybody does. So I mean like that's a really big, wait, Logan, do you think it's okay living together? I'm seeing a weird smile there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you guys live together, which is a really big hurdle for most people. Most relationships will die there when it comes to moving in together, so that's good.
Our house
Have you guys
is
done anal?
no. I think that's like the equivalent. Like if you have a dick in your ass, you might as well have it in your vagina too. Like, you know, what's the difference?
It's the same.
She makes no logical sense. Like, she just kind of, again, she said she made this commitment when she was very young, so it's very clear. There's no actual reasoning or sense behind it. It's, I said something and I want to do it because I said it. But that's like saying, like, you know what? This 12, 13-year-old boy or girl told me to do this, and so now I'm going to do it. So you're going to listen to a 12 or 13-year-old, even if it's yourself. Your mindset from when you were that age is completely different now. So why are you still valuing that opinion without really... Now, I'm not saying you don't value the opinion, but why are you not reevaluating it and applying your current day situations to what it is now, your current logic with what it is now?
Same thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, it hurts more. Right, Destiny?
What?
It hurts more, right, Destiny?
I don't know. I've never fucked anybody in the ass before. Okay, why not vaginal or anal, but you're willing to do other things? Why?
I don't know. I don't really have a logical answer for it.
Look at bro. He said, this bitch. He said, bro, my nigga is just along for the fucking ride. Look, I'm gonna rewind it so y'all can see this shit, bro. This nigga is so unhappy. Oh, I feel bad for Brody.
You know, what's the
It's
difference?
the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, it hurts more. Right, Destiny?
Remember, y'all, look at bro face when he's asked this question.
What?
It hurts more, right, Destiny?
I don't know. I've never fucked anybody in the ass before. Okay, why not vaginal or anal, but you're willing to do other things? Why?
I don't know.
I said, oh no, nigga. He said, please, bro. This nigga probably hopped on this stream and said, bro, if this man can convince her to fuck me, I'll suck this nigga dick. Some shit like that. That nigga said, he came on and be like, bro, please convince her to fuck me. Please, oh God, if this nigga get my bitch to fuck me, I'll be the happiest man on earth.
I don't really have a logical answer for you.
Have you ever thought about it, or that sounded? I don't mean to sound condescending, but like, is that something you sat down with a lot and was like, why do I feel this way?
No,
Or
I've no, I made the decision when I was younger, and it was more so just like, yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
but when this was when you were, are you still religious today?
I mean, yes, but like I don't actively practice it.
So not really. You're just like spiritual kind
Yeah.
of. Okay. How old were you when you made this decision?
I don't know. I don't know if there was like a specific time.
If you made a decision like that in your teens, do you think that's something that might be worth like revisiting in your 20s? Like maybe this is like a...
Not really.
And you see, it's because she's basically built her value as a person. You can tell even by what she said. She didn't say, he said he values this. She didn't, well, let me fix my words. She said, I think he likes me because of the value of me not having sex with him. She didn't say, he said he values me because I won't have sex with him. She didn't say that. She said this is what she thinks. So now she has put herself up on a pedestal where she feels like her value has increased because she is unwilling to have sex. So now if she takes that down, you're basically breaking years of value she's added on to her own self. And honestly, I think she just doesn't want to diminish that value in her head anymore, which is the reason why she won't revisit the topic. The reason why she kind of just laughs. She laughs a lot of things off because it's almost like a coping mechanism. She has no reason, so she just laughs and goes, oh, well, But it's because she has no real reason. She has no real thought process behind the things she's saying.
Really?
Are you?
I don't really like care to, and I feel like it's a good idea in my mind. Like it's like there's one thing left to share, like with the person you're marrying, and like that's one thing that both of us will only get to experience with each other. I also don't really care to have sex in general. I could go without it forever, but I'm sure like I will probably enjoy it once I do have it.
So have you ever had sex with anybody before, or just you two haven't had sex yet?
No, I've never had sex with anybody before.
Gotcha.
But Nicole, like, would you be willing to just like if he's feeling horny one night and you guys are like married, but you still don't like sex, would you still be willing to like give him the tit job that he needs?
Yeah, I mean that's how the dynamic has worked now.
Okay. Like, how often do you guys do that? If you don't mind me asking.
As I was saying, our house flooded. I've been rebuilding our entire house basically, and it's putting some strain on our relationship, I think.
I mean, also considering the fact that like I work and stream like every single day.
And I work and
we have completely opposite
I try to
schedules.
get my video game fixed, which is unhealthy. That hurts the relationship too.
We both don't put in time together.
Maybe tonight. How do you feel about Destiny's advice?
Hey, I didn't give any advice. I'm just like, these are just random thoughts.
Let's see, he's not, again, Destiny's being very like nice to her. He's just very like, man, I'm not trying to break them up. But I honestly think he should have. I think he should have told him like, I ain't gonna lie, if I was Destiny, I would have attacked her. I would have said, yeah, what you're thinking is completely idiotic. And it's basically, this is one of the reasons why I really don't agree with religion. It kind of teaches you something as a kid where you're the most impressionable and changes your whole worldview on it. So it closes you off to any other ideas that are actually available to you. So then instead of taking things with logic or, more understanding as you age, you just take it as, oh, well, this is what I believed when I was a kid, so I'm going to keep believing it because, again, you build your value off that from your childhood. You know what I'm saying? You're building off your childhood stepping stones. So if you take off this chunk, if you're taking steps and you're like, well, you know what? This step was wrong. That means all these steps you took after it are wrong as well. So it's just really hard for people to go back and say, you know what? I did take all these wrong steps. I'm going to push this. I'm going to basically change my complete trajectory because I've been living wrong for so many years.
His thoughts.
This is random.
I mean, like I get where he's coming from. I've heard it all before. Like it's everyone else's perspective that has had sex and who did those experiences. Like I get it.
What about Logan? What do you think about Destiny's thoughts, Logan?
I don't know. I've tried to crack the shell before too.
Jesus.
What does that mean?
Never mind.
Tried to open the oyster.
I think that last interaction kind of just like wraps it all up. He's clearly someone who wants to have sex. He's trying to get her to have sex with him, but she won't do it. And he's just too scared to leave to find somebody who will have sex with him. So, like I said, bro's a cuck, and it's okay to be a cuck. It's what it is. And she's a dominant female who doesn't understand that this isn't really the life she wants to be. She wants to be able to do all this whole thought shit and make money off her body while also having a boyfriend. But she also wants the boyfriend to be a man. But it's just all these things that she wants, it doesn't add. She has to sacrifice something. And so right now, she sacrificed getting the man she actually wants to be with bro. And, at the end of the day, man, you can't really hate on somebody else's relationship that much. Let me close this thing out. You can't hate too much on somebody else's relationship because that's how they get down. It's not your life. It's not how you have to live it. But clearly, everybody in the comments. I mean, y'all tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think their relationship's going to work? Do you think it'll last? Do you think you could be in that relationship? Let me know. And you know, like I say, man, we got a new name to the channel. We take that risk, man. That's what we do now. And bro need to stop being scared and take that risk and be like, you know what? If we're not having sex, I need to step out because this is what I want. But y'all tell me what y'all think. Leave comments in. Give me a like. Hit me later.